Hey, I can see you better now. You can see me better now. Ah! Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Mweli, and this is my journey to becoming a physician's assistant. Now, before getting into this video, I actually wanted to say that I started this YouTube channel June 7th, and by the last day of June, I ended up getting my own personal milestone on YouTube of having 25 subscribers, and I am just so happy and excited. Like, guys, it's only really been 3 weeks since I've been doing this, and I already met a milestone of my own. I'm so excited, so happy. I think with that, I'll actually end up making a Patreon for my YouTube channel. Once I get, all that stuff together, I'll give you more details on that. But I'm just really ecstatic and excited. Thanks for supporting me, guys. I really appreciate it, like, a lot. I really freaking appreciate it. Thanks for all the love and all that good stuff, and let's get into the video. So by looking at the title, you can tell that today is like a little idea that I've had for like a year now. Like, the more research I do on just how to get into a PA school, I realized that if I just knew all this stuff when I was a senior in high school, things would look different. Like, my path to where I'm at right now would have looked different. I'm not saying that where I'm at right now wouldn't have been where I'm at if I knew everything that I knew before, well, that I knew now back in high school. I'm not saying that, like, everything would be different. I probably, most likely, definitely would still be in the same place I'm at right now. It's just my journey to getting to where I'm at right now would have been different. And I've already talked in my previous video about my journey to where I'm at right now, college-wise. So if you guys want to actually check out that video, you can check it out right up here. I'll leave the link to that up here. If I just knew all the resources and things that I know now, back when I was 16, 17 years old, senior in high school, I just feel like, my life would be not better, but I just would feel more prepared and feeling like I don't really have to rush everything. And then honestly, this pandemic came, so it's just more like I really feel like things just aren't gonna go my way. Cause this summer I wanted to shadow a PA and whomever else I felt like I should shadow to, help me get into a PA school. But because of COVID, I couldn't do that. So I thought, like, even though I didn't do the things of my perfect plan, I still be able to, like, not have to feel like I'm being rushed. No, like, nah. COVID came and was like, nah, change of plans, and that was for everybody. And honestly, it is what it is. I haven't found other ways, but I've seen and I've peeped other things that I can do to help me get to where I need to be. So with all that being said, I am just going to tell you guys, like, what my perfect plan would be if I knew everything that I know now back when I was a senior in high school. I sound really redundant at this point, so let me just get into my plan. Starting my senior year in high school, when I was applying for colleges, I still would have applied to MCC. Now you're wondering why? Why would you still go to a community college? Because it's cheaper, for one. It also, MCC, I know for a fact now that MCC has a medical assistant program. And being a medical assistant is actually one of the, like, patient experiences that you can have that will help you get into a PA program. So when I was a senior in high school, I would have applied to the medical assistant program, which is actually a 1-year program. It's fall semester, spring semester, you get your certificate, you're in the work field. Boom. So if I had did that, I would have done fall 2015, spring 2016, had my certificate done there. So say I didn't do good on the placement test, like I didn't. If you watched the last video, you noticed that I didn't. So say I didn't and I had to do my prereqs to my prereqs, or just all those little classes that I needed my first year at MCC. Well, then my second year at MCC, I would have been in the program. By summer 2017, I could have still had a job, and by then I would have just like, you know, had a medical assistant job for a whole year and be like, I still want to go back to school, because that's still the goal. Like medical assistants, they make minimum wage or they make $15 an hour up here. I don't remember exactly, but it's one of the two. It's definitely one of the two. And that's honestly just something I don't want I don't want to just be making minimum wage $15 an hour for the rest of my life. So I'd have to go back to school. So I'd be like, all right, I'm done with MCC. I probably would have still went back to GCC in 2018 and finish up, and probably either I could have gone there, had everything that happened while I was at GCC happen, and still ended up graduating this year in 2020, being a part of the class of 2020, because I already had my prereqs to my prereqs, and then I would just finish up all of my, you know, requirements needed at GCC to graduate. Would have graduated this year and probably still be on the path to going to university at Buffalo right now. But the thing is, I would already have that patient care experience already under my belt. And so I'd have that certification, and then I'd also have, like, you know, I already got my CPR certification because of GCC, then I'd already have my associate's degree. Like I just would have, some things under my belt that makes my application for PA school right now look better. And I would also just have more money. Let's keep it real. Like I said in my last video, I'm driven by money, basically. And yeah, I would just have, like, I wouldn't have to worry about myself. Like if I had that like medical assistant, I'd just be like, oh, okay, I can work. And I would have been working. I would have probably already had my license, already have a car. I'd be like, I'd be good, And then this summer, while still doing this YouTube channel, I'd probably still be working as a medical assistant whenever I'm not in school, because medical assistants are needed. For people that don't know what a medical assistant is, they're basically like a person that checks your blood pressure, your temperature, stuff like that. Like they're the person that calls you in when you're at, like, if you go to a clinic or like have like your regular appointment, they're basically like the person that calls you in, checks your weight, your height, checks your sight, all that, the checkup stuff, all that, all that good stuff. That's basically what a medical assistant is. They also do like paperwork as well. They're just like the assistant to the nurse or physician assistant. Yeah, they're just, the assistant. A medical assistant would have been dope. I would have already been like in the field and actually really be able to see like if this is something I really want to do. Not saying that I'm like ever doubting myself, like, do I really, like, nah. I'm gonna be in the medical field, and that's point blank period. Nothing's deterred me. It's just that I'm just on a different path right now to getting into the medical field, but I'm still gonna be in the medical field regardless. I'm still gonna be making money regardless at the end of the day. My plan ain't much different. My perfect little road journey to like, getting to where I'm at right now ain't much different other than that, like I would have already established something in the field and probably would already put my name out there in the field. But you know, everything's a learning process, and still to this day, I am learning. And as I keep on learning, I'm gonna keep on telling y'all about the things that I'm learning, which will be some stuff that you will get exclusively on my Patreon when I finally end up making one. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell right down there. Also, share this video. It helps out a great deal. If you made it to the end of this video, I hope you did. But please do subscribe. Tell your friends and your family all about it. Stay tuned for next week's video, which will be a legit like college video, because I've gotten some information from UB that I want to share with y'all, just in case any of y'all may not be interested in the physician assistant field, but you're interested in going to the University at Buffalo, or you know somebody that's especially a high school student, or even somebody that's thinking about transferring to a four-year college here in Western New York, and they're just interested and you want to pass on a video to them. So stay tuned for next week's video about orientation for UB during this pandemic. All right, bye.